Hello everyone, welcome back to Skybite Studios, and in this video we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Force Effects Riot Control Baton. And this is how it looks in the box. This is not a new product by any means. This has been out a couple of years, but this product is weird in how its price fluctuates. I believe when it came out it ranged anywhere between $100 to $400 depending where you got it. And then it kind of plateaued at $100, and then kind of just a couple weeks ago it started going down to around $70 on Amazon, and then it shot back up again. It's about $200 on average now, but I didn't pay that much. I got it off eBay for about half the amount, so I suggest go ahead and do your best looking for the best price. Don't just stick to one website. But here it is. I got this one off eBay. The package is a little beat up, but from what I could see, the twist ties are still there, and as you can see, there's a collector's style window opening here. But we'll take first we'll take a look at the front of the box. There you can see the Star Wars logo here. You get the product here, which is the Riot Control Baton, and you have the Stormtrooper here off to the side. And for those of you guys who have an eye for this kind of things, you can tell that this is actually the Stormtrooper from the Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker film, not the one from the Force Awakens, which is important when we go more into this actual baton. But there you can see you have all the details. It requires 3 AA batteries, which it does not come with, unfortunately. And then you have this mainly black color scheme throughout the box. In terms of the back, you get a lot more detail here. You have the tech specs here, so close up on that if you guys are interested in reading it. I don't know how well you can see that, but the English one is up here. And this is what the baton looks like folded up. It does come with the collector stand. And yeah, let's go ahead and open the window here in the front. So there you can see a lot more detail, and then it's kind of hard to show on camera, but on the lid here there are more tech specs. You have more of the description here on the side about the Stormtrooper, and then you have the details and the features of this. There is a metal handle, like for example motorized vibrations in the handle when you activate it. So this is the baton itself, obviously, and then this is actually the stand, the optional display stand, which I am going to be using. And the reason I got this mainly is for one thing, it's fun, and second is this is going to be part of the cosplay / armor that I'm working on for the First Order Stormtrooper, the Last Jedi version. So this is going to be going along with that. And let's get into the unboxing. This side, as you might be able to see, is taped. This side is not, unfortunately. I didn't do that. That's how it arrived to me. But from the looks of it, everything was still like tied down in the plastic, so hopefully everything's in there. But this just slides out. And here we have the Riot Baton and all the accessories tied down in the plastic tray. So it looks like in here you have the pieces for the display stand. We'll open these up really quick. So you have the clear plastic pieces that will be attaching to the display stand right here. So we'll take both of these out. There you go. And then this piece looks like it's going to be another plastic piece. So once I look at the instructions, I'll get a better idea of which one goes where on this. And we'll take this display stand out. As you can see, it just says Star Wars, TM, and then nothing really spectacular on the top or bottom. There's no electronics in this or anything. So we'll leave this off to the side here. Then you have the instruction manual here. And then here we have the baton itself. So I will be cutting these out. Alright, here we have the Hasbro Black Series Force Effects Riot Control Baton opened up and on its display stand, as you can see. Before we get into the baton itself, we'll take a quick look at the display stand here. So, just a disclaimer, these are not the strongest pieces of plastic, and that's probably highly due to the fact that they're clear plastic, because this one snapped off and you could probably see the piece of clear plastic lodged in there permanently, and this one snapped off. So yeah, that's not gonna have the securest attachment anymore, but it's gonna be on this side. So this circular piece, that's always gonna be on this side of the display stand. It's not interchangeable or anything, because there's a, I'll show you this one because this one's not broken yet. As you could probably kind of see, there's a certain curve here in the plastic that only allows it to be inserted on one side. So this is the side that holds the handle section or the back section of the baton, and this is what holds the front. This circular section holds the this section right here, the part here where the baton bits here spin. And then the other piece, the other clear piece, that's for if you want this displayed opened up, because this does get a little bit taller this way. So the other piece will accommodate a longer or slightly wider baton. So there you go. Those are your options when using the display stand. And like I said, it just has the Star Wars logo there. And that's pretty much it for this. We'll put this off to the side. And now here we have the baton itself. Like I said earlier, it does not come with batteries. You do have to put them in yourself. It just unscrews here in the back. This pointy section just unscrews like that, falls out, and then you get a little piece here, which if you're familiar with the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers, that's very similar to how you insert the batteries, and that pretty much looks exactly like this, where you have this little kind of contraption and you put 3 batteries around it, and then it only goes in a certain way. When I first got this, this part wouldn't fall out for some reason, so I ended up unscrewing these bits here and then getting a tweezer and yanking this whole thing out. But now it falls out pretty easily, just in case if you guys have the same problem I did. But to put it in, once you have the batteries in, you just kind of find that sweet spot, put that in, and then screw this back on, and then you're pretty much good to go. And as to the reason why earlier I mentioned the Last Jedi specific Stormtrooper on the front of the box, that's because this is the version from the Last Jedi, if that makes sense. And you can tell the difference because there's 4 bands here on the little swivel parts. On the Force Awakens version, there's 5. There's a 5th one right here behind this spinny part. And another difference is the Last Jedi, it swings open, but very much like this toy here. But for the Force Awakens version, it just slides out like this instead of spinning. But in terms of the color scheme, it's pretty movie accurate. It's basic. It's just the black, white, silver in some places. You have some bits of metal like the handle, as I mentioned earlier. And actually this battery compartment section is made of metal as well. But anyways, we're going to get into the electronics here. So there's this switch right here. As you can see, it's black, but if you put it on red, that means it is locked, which is weird because if you're familiar with firearms, if you're seeing red, that means it's ready to fire. It's the opposite here. If you see red, that means it is on safety. And I put air quotes because it doesn't always work. So we're actually going to keep it on lock right now. And in theory, when you press this button on the top of the handle right here, it should make the lights and sounds without these parts flailing out. So let's see. There, as you can see, it worked that time. You see the red LEDs here, and you also get some LEDs on the bottom here of these rubberized sections. The bottom and the top section here are made of a rubberized plastic, and you kind of get a subtle buzzing sound, as you might be able to hear. But yeah, so you could press this just slightly, maybe half press it, and you get a sound effect. And if you want to turn off the electronics, you hold it halfway through for about 3 seconds. It should turn off itself. There, as you can see. So let's go ahead and switch it to ready, or I guess ready to engage. So when you press it all the way, it should swing out like in the film. There, as you can see, you have the red LEDs here, same sections, but now you have the blue in the front right here, and I like how reflective it is, and the inside part of this white plastic parts. And you get a different sound here, and like the Black Series Kylo Ren lightsaber, that's the other Black Series item that I own, that's a weapon. It makes a sound on impact, and you can see the LEDs flash, and there's a certain sound when you wave it around. So you get similar sound effects to a lightsaber, which is pretty cool. And then to reset it, you just press down and then twist opposite directions of each other and press in, and there you go, that turns it off, and then you could display it as such. And it's also fair to mention that when these are out, you could do the same thing to turn it off. Hold it for 3 seconds and it'll turn off, but you can still have these prongs elongated if you choose to display it like that. And in case you were wondering, because I know I was when I was looking at this product or the reviews of this product, this handle here does not spin itself. You do have to spin it in your palm. I thought this would be a spinning section, but no, that's not the case. You have to spin it yourself, and you need to have a little bit of grip control. And while we're on the topic of spinning, of course, everyone who has this has to try that spinning move that the TRAITOR Stormtrooper does in The Force Awakens, so we'll try that. Alright, so pretty much in terms of my overall thoughts on this product, I have so much fun with this. I've had this for about 2 days now, and for the past 2 days I've just been practicing igniting these things and then spinning them, trying to do what that Stormtrooper does in the film. And like I said, this is going to be part of the First Order Stormtrooper cosplay or armor that I'm working on, so I do have to kind of practice it if I'm going to be going out and clicking that for the 501st, if I am approved for it. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like down below. If you have any questions about this product, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Hopefully I'll see it. If I don't, hopefully someone else will be able to help you guys out. And as always, subscribe to future videos from Skybite Studios on YouTube. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.